Hello, 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 and welcome everybody to the Southern Belle channel and another episode of Battle with Belle. I want to welcome everybody in the chat. I want to welcome my moderators. I also want to welcome new visitors and viewers as well. I can tell you the battle is on tonight. We have got a great contestant lined up. We will also be dropping the link in chat later in case any of the viewers also want to play. Let me first send out my love and prayers and hearts to a few of my moderators who are away on family leave. First, to Triple S Mercantile, who's on family leave after the loss of her dear mother, who was also her best friend. Also, love and hugs to Amy Who's Your Diver, who is on family leave for happy reasons because her husband's mother-in-law and brother-in-law are visiting for a foreign country for a nice long visit. She may be able to stop in and say hello. I also want to welcome my moderators who are running the show tonight. Miss Karen McCarty, Danielle Barnes, who is also the queen of editing, Maria Garcia. Thank y'all so much for running things tonight. Let's see. In the chat, I see Adopted Retrospecs, Kim. I see Tracy TNT. I see Jennifer Chesney. So let's go ahead and start introducing my guest for tonight. Her YouTube name is Tracy T and T. But to Kim, she is known as Taco. Welcome, 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 Tracy, and thank you for coming on to Battle with Belle tonight.
Good evening. I am excited to be here. Thank you for asking me.
It is my pleasure. Let me also give a few announcements. If y'all haven't already taken the poll that I put up every Wednesday so that y'all can keep voting Tuesday and through the weekend about my next pop-up auction. Y'all have picked some great pop-up auctions. You've picked a Mardi Gras marketplace. Then you picked a gardening pop-up. Then you picked a gnome pop-up. And if you missed any of those, you can watch the replay. There are duplicate items or past items still available. Tomorrow, you will be able to see my auction preview video for my auctions on Saturday night and Sunday night. And if you don't have a hot date with your hubby or your boyfriend, then you put on your comfiest slippers or socks and jammies, put your feet up, and watch the auction with me. You can just bid numbers. How about that? So I hope to see y'all on both Saturday and Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then, of course, on Monday, if you need to shed a few tears, if you need to vent, if you need to get your frustrations out, if you even need to share some bad news, you can have a heart-to-heart with Belle. Monday night at 8 p.m. And then we'll be back to our Thursday schedule for another Battle with Belle. Hopefully, some of y'all will see the show and you will say, I could do that. I wonder what categories I would pick. I want to battle with Belle. So that is our lineup for the next week. Let me welcome I Spy Queen, Anitra. Welcome, welcome. Let me also welcome Teresi. Thank you so much for joining in. Now, let me tell you more about our first contestant, Tracy TNT. Now, I know her not only as the hostess with the mostest, but the moderator with the mostest. She has a golden, buttery voice. She has an unflappable demeanor that makes her an ideal moderator and co-host for Leslie Lucky Finds. So with the combination of Leslie's charm and Southern hospitality and Tracy TNT's voice, they are an unbeatable combination. And you can see them Tuesday morning at 11 Eastern, 10 Central. And every now and then, Leslie has me on. So one of these weeks, especially a week coming up in April, I will be the special guest, and Leslie has fantastic guests. And the descriptions, the countdown, and the going, gone are in the capable hands of Tracy TNT. Now, Tracy, tell us a little bit about the woman behind the moderator.
Okay, well, I have to start off by saying thank you again for asking me. But my husband is sitting is sitting here next to me, and as you're
Mhm.
describing me, he's looking at me like, "Who is she talking about?"
Well, he needs to tune into the auctions, then he will have a new appreciation for his longtime
Uh,
bride.
so funny. We've been married for 20, it'll be 24 years this year, if we
Oh,
make it to
wow.
May. We have two
Congratulations.
sons. Thank you. We have two sons. I am a Mimi to three little girls, ages
Aw.
3, 1, and 6 weeks. They are the light of
Woo!
our lives. We just love them to pieces. They're so super cute, and they love their papa more than their Mimi, but I'm not mad. I live in Central Illinois. I was in banking and insurance for 30 some years total. And yeah, I'm just really excited to be here. Oh, and hey,
Well,
Noel,
I am
Kim
thrilled to
agrees
have
with
you
you.
on.
Thanks, Kim.
Okay, well, sometimes it is nice to let her hair down, to be able to giggle and laugh and be silly and not always have to be polished, not always have to say the right thing. This is a place where guessing is allowed and where sometimes you just get a case of the giggles, and that's fine because this is for entertainment purposes only. So, for all of my new viewers, let me tell you how this game will work. This is a game called Last Word. So, what happens is contestants get to pick three categories. They pick their own categories, and I suggest they pick categories in which they are the expert. Even better if it's a category where I know little or nothing. Once they pick the category, we will volley back and forth, naming answers in that category until one of three things happens. Either one of us just gets stumped, one of us has an accidental duplication, or one of us gets a wrong answer. To check answers, my moderator Karen has the use of an Alexa home assistant. Usually in our chat, we have a lady named Hillary who calls herself the scorekeeper. And she usually writes down a list of words and then can scroll up to see if there was a duplication. I haven't seen Hillary tonight, but I have a feeling that Tracy is the organized kind of person who is probably keeping track. So, are there any questions at all about the game? Anybody in the chat? Now, I will tell you there is an ask the audience option. We get three ask the audience. And when we ask you, then and only then, we need you to flood the chat with answers. Don't flood the chat until we ask, because when we're looking over just to welcome people, we might accidentally see one of those answers. So please, please, please wait until we ask the audience, and then and only then flood the chat with your answers to whatever fabulous and interesting categories that Tracy has ready for us tonight. Okay, hopefully everybody understands. So without further ado, laissez bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. And what category will we be starting with, Tracy?
Okay, so for my first category, we will be naming characters from Finding Nemo.
Okay. And as the guest, you go first.
Well, of course, I'm going to start with the easiest, and that is Nemo.
Okay. I believe there was a stuff about Dory, so I'm gonna guess that Dory must have been a character in the original movie, which, spoiler alert, I have not seen.
You are correct. Dory was in there as well.
Okay.
Next, I'm going to name Squirt.
Okay. I'm gonna use my first Ask the Audience. So, audience, y'all help me out, please. Oh, please. I hope some of y'all have seen this cute, family friendly movie. So y'all give me some character names because all the names I'm thinking of, I think were actually in The Little Mermaid, since I remember seeing that way back when I was in college. Okay, come on, y'all. I know there's a little bit of a delay, but surely we have a couple of people who have seen this wonderful movie. You don't want me to just start guessing animals that might live under the sea that might possibly have kind of sort of been in this under the sea kind of movie. But
Come
if
on,
I have
chat.
to
Help
start
her
randomly
out.
naming fishes, I will.
There you
But
go.
with my, luck, they have names rather than their fish being a name. Okay, I'm gonna go with my moderator, Danielle Barnes, and I'm gonna say Bruce. Is there a Bruce?
There is a Bruce. Yes, he was one of the sharks. That is correct.
Okay.
So then I'm
Woohoo!
going to
Okay.
name, my will be naming Flounder.
I see. So some of these are the names of fish. Okay, that's good to know when I run out of Ask the Audience and I have to start guessing. I'm going to use my second Ask the Audience. I'm going to go with Amanda Hurst answer. She was a great player last week. And she says Darla. Is there indeed a Darla?
Yes, there is. She is the little girl in the story.
Woohoo! Oh, there are girls that live under the sea?
Well, no, this isn't under the sea. The fish and the animals are under the sea, but the little girl, she actually owned the fish before it got out. She has braces and all that jazz. So I'm
Okay.
going to name Jacques.
Okay, so it's an international name. Good to know in case I need to guess some names. I'm gonna use my third Ask the Audience. I'm gonna go with Kim, Adopted Retrospect's answer of Crush. Could Crush actually be a character name?
Crush is a character name. Yes, he was a turtle.
Oh, okay, super cute. All right,
I
I am
think he
out of
was
Ask
just
the
for fun.
Audience. Okay,
I will go ahead and name Gil.
okay. Um, I can only guess at this point, y'all, so all I can think is who lives under the sea? I'm gonna go with, is there maybe a seahorse?
There is a seahorse.
Okay. Phew. I live to
His
fight
name is
another round.
his name was Sheldon.
Nice. So
Um,
not just Sheldon of the Big Bang Theory. Remember that
that's right.
Sheldon of Nemo. Okay.
I'm gonna name Bubbles.
Okay. Could there possibly be a goldfish?
I don't know. Was there a goldfish?
Karen,
Was
if
there a
you would please
goldfish?
ask your Alexa if there was a goldfish character in the movie Nemo, please. We'll just have to wait a moment while she asks her Alexa and then types into the chat the results. I really need somebody who could be a voice on live, who could ask live, and then we could all have the joy of hearing the results. Someday, someday. Girls gotta have dreams.
That's
Before
right.
this, my dream was to find my Mr. Right. Now my dream is just to find a moderator who will do a live voice chat with an Alexa, Cortana, Google Home, Surrey, Siri, or some other device. It's amazing how our dreams change as we age. Okay, Karen says that there is no goldfish, so y'all know what that means. Tracy TNT wins. And what do we say here at the Southern Belle channel? We say, hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Everybody in the crowd, congratulate Tracy, blow your trumpets, and celebrate her first category win. She deserves all of the accolades.
Okay, Chuckles was a goldfish, but okay.
Hi, Lisa.
Excellent. Wow, Amanda,
Okay,
that's
so
amazing.
what is the second category for tonight?
Okay, the second category for tonight is words that begin with the letter Q.
Ooh, a word category for a word game. I love it, love it, love it. You are so smart and savvy. Okay, you begin first.
Okay, my first word will be queen.
Okay, my first word will be quiet.
Okay, I am going to go with quote.
Okay, I'm going to go with quite.
Okay, I'm going to go with quiz.
How about quintessential?
Oh my gosh, that's a $5 word. Okay, I'm going to go with quartz.
Okay, I'm going to go with quit.
I'm going to go with quilt.
Okay, my answer is going to be quotient.
Ooh, good one.
Thank you. I passed fourth grade math.
I'm going to
Sorry, I
go
have to make a
with,
few jokes about myself.
oh, you're fine. I'm going to go with quiver.
Ooh. Well, you might take a quiver on a quest. Remember, everybody, to hold your answers until we ask the audience.
Okay, I'm going to go with question.
Nice. I'm going to go with quality.
I'm going to go with quarter.
How about quantity?
I'm going to go with quartet.
Excellent. I'm going to go exotic and say quinceañera. I learned about those when I went to college in Texas.
All right. I'm going to go with quandary.
In honor of Kim, I'm going to have to say queso.
Fitting, fitting.
Sorry.
I'm going to go with quaint.
Excellent. I think I am going to ask the audience, and I'm going to go with Lisa M's answer of quiche, one of my favorite foods.
I'm going to go with queasy.
Ooh, okay. Hope nobody's eating right now.
Sorry
Okay.
about that, everybody.
I think it's past the meal time of most people. Or maybe it's just me that hurries and eats before the show. Let's see. How about This is harder than people would think. Um, no, quibble.
Quibble.
Quibble, as in to argue.
All right. I'm going to go with quarantine.
Excellent. Now, you've already said quarter, but you haven't said quarterback.
That is correct. Good one. And I just remembered to go with queso. I'm going to say quesadilla.
Excellent. I'm going to spend my second Ask the Audience. I'm going to go with Lisa again, and she's saying quinoa, also another delicious food.
Okay. I'm going to go with quicken.
Excellent. I'm going to go with quasi.
That's a good one. I'm going to go with quail.
Oh, delicious. I'm going to use my third Ask the Audience. I'm going to go with Lisa one more time, and I'm going to say quack.
Oh, quack. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Such a good answer.
I'm going
She
to
probably
go with
quacks with mhm.
I'm going to go with quad.
Well, then I'm going to go with quadrangle triangle.
I'm going to go with quips.
Okay. Um, I'm out of Ask the Audience. So I've either got to think of one or I've got to guess one. Those are my options. This is way harder than you would think.
It is harder than what you think.
It is. I really wish I could take Stacy's answer, but I am out of Ask the Audience. But that is an excellent, excellent answer, Stacy. Okay. Qua, qui, queer, queer. I am sure once I give up and say, okay, Tracy, you've stumped me, then I will think of like three, because that, of course, is the way it is.
Here, I'll give you a hint. I've got one. I'll give you a hint. I don't think we've said it. On the front of the oatmeal container, what brand?
Quaker.
There we
You
go.
are the first person who has ever given me a hint. You shouldn't do that, though.
Oh, that's okay. It's all in fun.
Aw.
Um, I'm gonna go with
And I just thought of my own for next time.
qualify.
Excellent. And I thought of the fruit quince.
That's a good one.
I knew if I had
I'm
long
going to
enough, I would think
go
of a few.
with quake.
Now, I'm not sure if we said the next one I'm about to say, so you may need to look at your list. Did we
Okay.
say quill? Quill? Did we
No,
say
we did not.
quill? Okay, I should have gone old time Victorian before this then.
And I will say quash.
Then I will say quaff.
Nice. Quantum.
Okay. Have we said quandary? That may be a duplication.
I don't see it on the list.
Okay.
No,
Phew.
quandary it is. So I will say quibble.
Did I say that?
No,
Okay. Um, is quabble a word?
I don't
Like
know.
quibble quabble? I don't know if quabble is a word. Karen, would you ask Google if QUABBLE is a word? I'm sorry, Alexa, if QUABBLE is a word. Probably not a word, but at this point, I'm down to only guesses. So we'll wait and see what her Alexa has to say, and she will type in the answer. If y'all haven't already clicked the thumbs up, please go ahead and click the thumbs up because it helps me with the YouTube algorithm so that it will share out the live and it will help promote my channel. It'll also tell YouTube that y'all like the channel and you like the show. Also, you're more than welcome to give me any fleur de lis to encourage me. See, Amanda, I thought that was the definition for quibble rather than quabble. But Karen is going to ask her Alexa so that we know for sure. I really don't think it is. Oh, Lisa, that's a good one too. I'm out of my Ask the Audience, though.
It
Y'all
is a
keep
word in
having
the
great.
dictionary.
Okay,
I,
well then I live to fight another day. All right, so we go back to Tracy for her next answer.
okay, my next answer is going to be going back to math class, quadrant.
Oh, excellent. I am down to guessing, y'all. So my next guess, I'm just going to spell it. Is there a Quell?
Quell, I think that's a word.
Okay. I have no idea what it means. I'm thinking maybe it has something to do with tides, but I could be totally wrong.
No, I think that's a word. Absolutely. I'm going to go with,
Excellent. Okay.
I'm going to go with, looking at the list here to make sure it's not on here. I'm going to go with quarrel.
Excellent. I'm guessing, and Tracy is smart enough that she is still coming up with actual answers. This is the time to be impressed with Tracy. Okay, my next guess, and yes, I'm gonna just keep guessing, y'all. I'm gonna go with Quall. Any chance that's a word, Karen? Quall. We'll pause just a minute while Karen asks her Alexa and then types back in the chat. I'm thinking this one probably doesn't have a chance, but nonetheless, better to guess and be wrong than just quit and give up. So
Absolutely.
let's see what the Alexa says, because there's always a slight chance when you guess. If you give up, there's no chance.
I don't
And
know if
I'm
that's a
on
word or
like a
not, so I'm
Googling
interested
ship
too.
than John Lake.
Oh, it's not a word.
Okay, well, you know what? Hooray! Everybody congratulate Tracy. Um, some horn tooting, but even will still play third round, and perhaps I can get a shred of dignity back. So we will see what Tracy's third round is, because after all, y'all, this is just for fun. It's just for bragging. And it's great to have Tracy as a brand new guest. Hopefully, this will be the first of many appearances she has on the show.
Absolutely. Okay, so for my third category, I picked Justin Timberlake songs. Now, with that, it can't be any songs from when he was in NSYNC. It's only from his solo career.
So he had a solo career, huh?
He sure
Well, the only
he
song I
sure
know that he
does.
sings is not a family-friendly title that we could say here.
Oh,
So this might be a bit problematic. Let me caution everybody in the chat that if there is a non-family friendly word, that you just use your asterisk symbol to abbreviate it. Okay, so Tracy, you start.
Suit and Tie.
Okay. I'm going to ask the audience.
Are you still there, Belle?
So let's see. No, am I buffering or can y'all hear me?
There, now there you are. No,
See,
you were
that's the
gone
one I
for
was
a minute.
thinking of, Lisa,
So,
but I'm trying to avoid saying that. Y'all stop. Okay, thank you for using the asterisk. That's what I was trying to avoid because that's the only one I could think of. I'm going to go with Anitra's answer. She's I Spy Queen and say Summer Love. Does he have a song called Summer Love?
yes, he does.
Phew. Okay. Thank you,
I
Anitra.
am choosing the song Cry Me a River.
Okay. Um, I'm going to use my second Ask the Audience. And Karen McCarty is saying, Now We Can. Does he have a song named Now We Can?
No, she was saying that about you buffering, whether or not we could hear you.
Well, then I picked the wrong answer. And so, therefore, um, you're not guaranteed that any of the suggestions in the chat are correct answers. So therefore, Tracy wins again. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Tracy finishes her very first appearance, hopefully the first appearance of many, with 3 straight victories, all because she was smart and savvy enough to choose great titles of which she was an expert and I knew basically nothing. So, super smart and super savvy. You have seen now an excellent way to win. And y'all now know that I know very little about secular music and about animated movies. So, more fuel to have other ways to win. Well, thank you ever so much, Tracy. This has been super fun. You are such a great sport, and you picked great categories that we haven't had before.
Well, thank you. And thank you for having me. And good luck to the next person.
Thank you ever so much. Now, the mods will be dropping the link. If you are interested in playing tonight, go ahead and click the link, and you will arrive in the backstage, and we will bring you up to play. So, the link is being dropped by Barnes. Can't wait to see who else wants to play. Maybe I could get Anitra to play or Kim to play. Lisa plays lots of times. If you've seen past episodes, you have seen Lisa give me some fierce battles. Because after all, moms know stuff. Okay, back with Evelyn in her crib. Okay, so who else wants to play tonight? Hi, Crow. Has anybody noticed anything different about my channel today? Anybody? There's something a little bit different about it. Can anybody tell? See, it's almost like a spot the difference game now that I've asked you. You're looking around at the details, at the description, at the channel info. Anybody see anything? Well, I will tell you what it is. It's probably temporary. I will probably fall back down, but I got to 1,000 today. But y'all know how there's kind of a YouTube purge at night. So, spoiler alert, I actually got to 1,000 yesterday too. And then I woke up and I was down to 993. So I stopped by Johnny's show. I got one subscriber. I stopped by Dawn and Susie's show, and I got 6 more. So for now, I'm at 1,000. I may fall back down tomorrow. But every time I fall back down, I'm just going to get back up and dust myself off and keep trying to get back up to that 1,000 part, as well as continuing to earn my watch hours by doing fun things like having this show. I see the next contestant has arrived. The next contestant is Lisa M, or at
Hello.
least her fridge. There she is. Welcome.
Hi. Sorry, I'm in the kitchen.
Okay. Do you have time? Do we need to come back to you?
No, you're good.
Okay. So, for anybody who hasn't met you on a previous appearance, please, oh, please tell us all about you and your life, your family.
Yeah, married, mom one and done. um, yeah, I work at a co-op. I live in Traverse City, which is in Michigan.
Michigan.
Born and raised here. Yeah.
Sounds great. So, are you going to cook us a meal, or are you going to play Last Word with us?
Oh, I actually had to hydrate, so I'm getting a drink around. But yeah, we're good to go.
Okay. What is your first category for tonight? Oh, hi, Deb.
Ugh, sticky. Animals or creatures that you find in the ocean.
Okay. Was this inspired just a little bit, maybe, kind of, sort of, perhaps by Miss Tracy?
No, it actually was inspired by a show on Netflix I was just watching with Abby to get her down called Moving Art.
Oh, okay. Well, you begin.
I would say dolphins.
Whales.
Sharks.
Starfish.
Oh man. Hammerhead shark.
Sunfish.
Mm, Seal.
Goldfish.
Clownfish.
Herring.
And I should have done it in lakes, not the ocean.
You do have 3 Ask the Audiences.
A beluga whale.
A minnow.
All right, that can wait a minute. So what do you find in the ocean, creature-wise? A seagull.
Lobster.
Oh, I forgot about that. Shrimp.
Crawfish.
Hmm. All right, I'll do Ask the Audience.
Okay. Everybody flood the chat with great answers that Lisa can pick from. It'll be up to Lisa whether she picks a correct or an incorrect answer. You can go ahead and pour your drink. It'll take them a minute to
Ooh, I'm gonna go with
the
Karen.
wedge.
I'm gonna go with Karen. Eel.
Okay. I'm going to say oyster.
Oyster. Cod.
I'm going to say
Oh man, that's the one I couldn't think of.
Sorry.
Salmon.
Clams.
Scallops.
Yum.
I
I'm going to say a parrotfish.
Okay, I'll do another Ask the Audience.
Great
And
choice.
I'll say I Spy's answer of blowfish.
Oh, good answer. Okay, I'm going to say redfish.
I so want to say bluefish.
Hey, almond-crusted redfish is super popular on menus down here.
I know, but I want to say bluefish like Dr. Seuss.
Oh. You can tell Lisa's the mother of a toddler.
Oy. I'm gonna throw it out there. Sea urchin.
Ooh, good one. I'm going to say a squid.
Gonna say turtle.
Ooh, nice. How about a mahi-mahi?
Tuna fish.
Okay, snapper.
Okay, I might be giving it up on this one, but walleye.
Have we said halibut yet?
I don't think so.
Okay.
All right, ask the audience, I guess, for my last one. I think it was my last. Yeah, it was my last one.
Y'all flood the chat with great answers to help Lisa out. So,
I
still
literally have nothing.
have it said. So give the audience just a minute for them to type their
Yeah.
answers to help you out, and then try to pick the very best answer. Whether it's you trying to think of something you've seen on a menu, think of something you've seen when you were at the beach.
Go with Karen. Lionfish.
Good. I'm going to say a manatee.
Catfish.
Okay. Um, let's see what else. I think I'm going to use and ask the audience, and I'm going to go with Amanda Hurst's answer of painful jellyfish.
That made me think of one. Stingray.
Ooh. I'm going to say tadpole.
I think you already said tadpole.
Oh, okay. Well, I am so sorry for the duplication, but when there's a duplication, that means the other person wins. So we say congratulations to Lisa. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! So everybody in the chat, congratulate Lisa on winning her first category of the night. Congratulations to Lisa. Such a fun category. It covered all of the bases of animals and food. And I have to tell y'all, I don't even eat fish. I do eat seafood, but I've read enough menus that kind of helped me out.
Ooh.
Okay.
There's
Lisa,
one. Jellyfish.
what is your second category for tonight?
Countries.
Of the entire world, or are you narrowing this
Yeah.
down to a continent?
The world.
The world. Okay. Here we go. You start first.
USA. Take the easy
Canada.
one.
Of course, Canada.
Mexico.
I may have buffered. My answer was the United Kingdom.
Oh, okay. Try to say my favorite one for last.
I may get it first then.
No, Russia.
I'm going to say the United Arab Emirates.
We're going down that road. Okay. Argentina.
Also known as the UAE.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Argentina.
Okay. I'm going to say France.
Zimbabwe.
Spain.
Italy.
Portugal.
Poland. Woo!
Norway.
All right, here you go. North Korea.
Sweden.
By the way, that's my favorite one.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So, yeah, weird fascination with them. Anyway, South Korea.
Finland.
Japan.
The Netherlands.
Scotland.
Greenland.
Iceland.
Switzerland.
Peru.
Austria.
Hungary.
Greece.
Oh, this is hard.
Hi, Pizza Man. Welcome, welcome.
Mhm.
We'll just swap to a different continent then. If you swap continents, you'll start thinking of different countries.
Brazil,
Okay. I'm going to say Egypt.
Israel,
Iran.
Iraq,
Lebanon.
mm. Kuwait. Is Kuwait a
Mo-
no? Kuwait City.
I believe Kuwait is a country, but we will go to Karen McCarty to verify that Kuwait is a country.
That's where my brother-in-law
Because I
was
believe
stationed.
Kuwait City is in the country of Kuwait. But
That's
we
where my
will verify with Karen. Well, you'll have to thank your brother-in-law for his service. Karen, would
yeah,
you double check that Kuwait City is in the country of Kuwait?
it's a country.
It's a
Okay,
country.
cool.
Okay. We continue
Oh,
on. Um, I'm gonna say um, Nigeria.
hmm. All right, ask the audience. I'm gonna do that.
Okay, audience, go ahead and fill the chat with countries that we have not said yet on any of the continents. Tons of countries not yet said, so they won't have a hard time coming up with countries at all. You'll have lots of great answers to pick from. Welcome, Sam. Everybody, make sure you click the thumbs up while Lisa is trying to decide which answers she wants to go with. Thanks for joining us, Sam. If you enjoyed the game, you might want to click the subscribe button.
uh,
Have you seen an answer you
Holland. I'm gonna go with I Spy
Great,
Queen.
great answer. Okay, I'm going to say South Africa.
Nova Scotia.
Karen, would you look up to see if Nova Scotia is a country or if it's a province or territory in Canada?
I don't know.
I think it might be either a territory or a province. If Canadian girl Renee was here, she'd be telling us because I don't know the difference in territories and provinces, but she's
Yeah.
always telling me that there's different. I know only because I watch The Curse of Oak Island. And very often they go to Nova Scotia on some of their fact finding missions. Okay, so that particular one was in a country, so I have tied this up as our tiebreaker. What is your third category for tonight, Lisa?
Country music artists.
Oh, no. Okay, great. All right,
It can
you
also
start.
include bands.
Okay, I think we've played this twice before, and I think I lost twice before. But okay, let's go. I want to say Triple S, and somebody else picked this. Might have
Mm,
been Karen. Okay, but nonetheless, even if we played before, we are going to play this yet one more time because this is a sure win for Lisa. Okay, you start.
Well, country music is a hot thing, so Diamond Rio, seen them in concert.
See, if this had been a quiz show, I would have guessed that they were like a Latino band or that they were like a Brazilian band. But that just
Nope.
shows how little I know. Again, saying it was me. Okay, well, let me start with somebody I know for sure is country music because I aspire to go to her theme park, which is Dolly Parton.
mm. uh, the two-man group that is my wedding song by Big and Rich.
That's an actual group, Big and Rich.
Yep.
And indeed, are they big and rich?
Well, maybe.
Okay. All right. Well, I saw the movie The Gambler when I was a kid, so I know that Kenny Rogers sings country music.
Johnny Cash.
And I know Reese Witherspoon played his wife, who was a country singer. So I'm going to say June Cash. Because I did see Walk the Line way back in the day.
Brooks and Dunn.
Or a I feel like that's who I should be seeing for my taxes. But okay, if you say that they're country music, I'm going to say Willie Nelson. Despite the girly braided pigtails where he looks like Pippi Longstockings, I'm pretty sure he's a country music singer when he's not being hauled
Yeah.
into jail.
Right. Yeah. The Statler brothers.
Okay. Let's see. Who else do I know? Oh, Miley's dad, Billy Cyrus.
Yep, Billy Ray. Yep. Um,
His last name is Ray? I thought his last name was Silas. Cyrus.
his name's Billy Ray Cyrus. Yeah, I think he
Oh,
might have died. Not sure.
well, may God have mercy on his soul.
Right. The Oak Ridge Boys.
Okay, it seems to be a lot of boys and brothers. I believe before Reba started acting that Reba McEntire used to sing country music, didn't she?
Yep.
Okay.
My dad has a crush on her.
All right.
Vince Gill.
Okay. Garth Brooks.
Tim McGraw.
Okay. Let's see. Loretta Lynn? Is that a country singer? Okay.
Yep. My daughter's favorite, Shania Twain.
Wait, isn't she the rock star who does the makeup commercials and sings the rock ballad, I Feel Like a Woman?
Yeah, but she's country.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess the one thing I know her for was just out of her genre. Okay, how about the Judds? Do I need a
Yeah.
first name?
No.
Okay. Because I wasn't sure if they were separate or together.
Alan Jackson.
Okay, Trace Adkins.
Seen him in concert. Oh my God.
I saw him on The Apprentice. Does that count?
Yeah. He's way good in
Not the
person.
same. I'm kidding, sweet.
I'm gonna say one. He wasn't country, but he turned country, and it's Darius Rocker. Also seen him in concert.
Was he the guy on That's My Jam 2 weeks ago
I don't
on
know.
NBC?
He was part of Hootie and the Blowfish. I do know that.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure if that's who it was, but if so, there was a guy I didn't know who I was told had some kind of country music background and was on That's My Jam 2 weeks ago. I love that celebrity singing game show. Shout out to NBC. Okay, not that NBC is a sponsor. Oh, I wish. Okay, so let's see. I need another country music. Who else? Oh, Carrie Underwood.
Kelly Pickler.
Okay. Did Kelly Clarkson ever sing a country song?
Yeah.
She did. Okay, way to guess.
I had a bunch of these in my head before I came on here.
You might have to pull a Roxanne and write them down before the show, and then you can read your list. Because that's one of the ways that Roxanne beats me every time is by being prepared and writing her list. Even if we can kind of look down and see that she's reading it. She is still a great player. Shout out Roxanne if you're watching and you want to play tonight.
Emerson Drive.
But is that where the country music people live?
No.
I'm guessing it's a band.
Like the early 2000s. It's
It
a group
looks
from
like
the
our
early...
newbie Sam, if he wants to play, his category is going to be types of gloves. Okay, let's see. How about is there a Tammy Wynette? Is that a country singer? Okay, woohoo!
A newer group, and I'd love to see them sometime. Florida Georgia Line.
Okay, I'm gonna need to ask the audience. So I'm gonna use my first audience. Y'all flood the chat with great answers of country music singers or bands. Y'all can tell I've been struggling for a while. I'm trying to think of every movie I've seen, every TV show, every documentary, and I'm just having a blank. So please, oh please, if y'all can think of anybody. Okay, I'm gonna go with Anitra, and she's saying Luke Ryan of Little Big Town. Is there a Luke Ryan of Little Big Town? And how can you have a Little Big Town? Okay, thank you, Anitra. Phew.
Well, actually, that's two different answers.
So we go back. Oh no! I made myself realizing I was thinking that was like Hootie and the Blowfish, Luke Ryan and the Little Big Town. Rats. Well, my loss is Lisa's gain. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
Tammy Wynette.
Lisa wins.
I was going to say Tammy Wynette, but I wasn't sure.
Well, and we also have other answers from the chat. They're saying Faith. We missed. So they had some great answers. Let's see. Was that your third round or your second round? I'm trying to remember.
Saying that They're
That's
saying both
okay.
of
That is
them.
okay. That just tells you. But now you know, put just one answer per blank because I won't know the difference in Hootie and the Blowfish or Luke Ryan and the Big Town.
I want to see Luke Bryan though.
I think that was your
That man
third
can sing. Yeah, that was my third try.
one. Okay, so Lisa won 2 of 3 rounds. I came back in the second, but still, we all want to congratulate Lisa on her victory against me yet again. So, in the battle with Belle, Lisa was victorious. Thank you ever so much. Everybody in the chat, congratulate Lisa. Give her a hand clap, a horn raise. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Super fun categories. And we hope to see you another week.
Yep. Bye.
Bye-bye. And now Belle Barnes will drop the link and we'll see who else wants to give me a run for my money. Who wants to battle wits with Belle? I am absolutely here for it. We're only an hour into the show, so there's plenty time to play a few more rounds. There's the link from Danielle Barnes. Let's see who else wants to play. If you would, please go ahead and click the thumbs up as well. And make sure to tune in for my auctions Saturday and Sunday at 7 p.m. They're all variety auctions. And tomorrow you will be able to see my auction preview, a small smattering of the items I will have up for auction, but kept absolutely completely secret are the items from Belle's Bargain Bonanza, which are items that start at the low bidding price of $1. And during that round, we lower bidding increments to the low price of just 50 cents. Oh, don't give away your secrets. Otherwise, you'll get me to thinking. You'll get me to thinking. And the power of surprise is always helpful to contestants. So don't tell me. For those of y'all who haven't played, I really do tell the contestants not to tell me and to keep it a secret. So, Danielle is going to drop the link. I, for some reason, seem to have lost my background camera. Can y'all still hear me, though? Give me a fleur-de-lis if y'all can still hear me. So, we'll see who wants to battle with Belle. Amanda, go ahead and click the link and come on up. Amanda's always got fun topics. She's played in previous weeks, sometimes with camera, sometimes without camera. I have no idea what happened to my camera. I wonder if I can fix it while I'm waiting on Amanda to click the link. There we go. Not that y'all probably care if you see my background, but my backgrounds are always available for purchase. Okay, so everybody, if y'all want Amanda to play, go ahead and give her a round of applause. Give her a "you can do it." And let's get Amanda up here. There she is.
I don't know if you can see me very well. I'm sitting on the floor because
Okay.
I'm putting
Welcome.
Easter baskets together.
Oh, that's so sweet. Do you want to show us the Easter baskets you're making?
So this is
Because I know we all want to see.
So these are, I put them in these bags. And I've kind of made it a different process. And instead of hiding eggs, I wrap everything that they get, and this is what they hunt for, are these things. And so each kid then gets a color.
Do they get wet in the dew?
Do they what?
But how do they get wet in the morning dew?
Oh, no. No, because I take this to a family member's house and we hide it when we're there in the afternoon. because I don't have any
Oh,
kids of
okay.
my own. So these are
Uh-huh.
cousins' kids that I
Oh,
do
sweet.
this for.
Because
Yeah.
even just to go outside and pull weeds or work in my flower beds, the hems of my pants, my socks are all just soaking wet from the dew all over the yard. So that's why I asked that question. Is I
We're not
ruin
really having much
so
dew
much.
right now. It will only be if it's raining on the day of Easter. Well, and actually, we're doing
Oh,
the
okay.
person that's doing Easter this year has decided to do it on Saturday because that's what worked better for our family. But
Okay.
so the only thing will be is
Very
if it rains,
interesting.
then I guess we have to do it inside. But
Well,
kind of
that's the
whatever it
can-do
is.
spirit. One way or another, it will still happen.
Yep,
Okay,
we'll make it
what fun
happen.
categories? Okay. What fun categories do you want to play tonight?
Let's see. So we did summer Olympic sports last week. So why don't we do the winter Olympic sports this week?
Great idea. You get to start as the contestant.
So bobsledding.
Luge? Is that a
Yep.
sport?
Yep.
Okay.
I know I've heard of it. I couldn't tell you exactly what you do, but yes.
I thought it was some little contraption that they get in and they do kind of the same
I
thing.
think it's very
I think
similar
there
to
may be a
bobsledding.
different number of people.
Yeah.
Kind
I
of,
think
sort
it's
of,
very
yeah.
similar to bobsledding, but slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
Downhill skiing.
Okay. Is there a slalom?
Yes, that's a different kind of skiing. Yep.
Okay.
That's when they go back and forth between the flags.
Okay.
Let's see. Figure skating.
Is there a curling?
I'm trying to think is that what it's called? They take those like big rocks or whatever they are and they have
And the
to
little
push them on the
birdies?
ice. Is that what it's called? Is it called
I
curling?
think so, but let's
Okay.
have Karen McCarty check. Karen, would you check to see if curling
I
is an
think that's
Olympic
what it's
sport
called.
in the Winter Olympics? Tracy has
I
great
think
information for us. Tracy says that the bobsled is when you sit down and crouch. The luge is when you lay down.
Oh, so that's the difference.
And Tracy has also been able to confirm that curling is indeed a Winter Olympic sport because it happens to be her favorite.
So it must be the one that they take it's almost like a big piece of granite and then they take brooms and try to get it as far as they can or something.
I believe so.
Let's see. So speed skating.
Okay. Is there an ice dancing in addition to ice skating?
No, I was going to say that's ice skating. As far as I know.
Well, we will confirm with Google. Google, would you ask if there's, Google, Karen, would you ask your Alexa if there is also an ice dancing in addition to ice skating as a Winter Olympic sport? Otherwise, I may be out already. Let's make sure it's an official Winter Olympic sport. Tracy is saying there's an ice dancing, but I'm not sure if she's saying it's an official Winter Olympic sport. So we'll see what the Alexa says. Give Karen just a minute to ask and then to type in the response. I still dream of somebody being able to just ask live and us not having to wait on the lag of typing. Someday, send me a mod with a live ask feature. Well, at least I know I'm not crazy. It's just a matter of whether it's an official Olympic sport.
Yeah.
Ice dancing apparently does exist, but is it an official winter sport? Oh, it's considered part of figure skating, so that makes it a duplication. So I lose and Amanda Hurst wins. So hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! So congratulations on your very first win. What is your second category tonight?
So since I have bags that, of course, you saw the princesses, but I also have ones that have superheroes on them. So we will do superheroes. And I'm not going to ask you to differentiate DC and Marvel because I can't.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I wouldn't be able to tell you which ones are which. My brother could, but I can't.
And I'm sure all of the characters on Big Bang Theory probably could too, but I'm going to have trouble just coming up with any.
Yeah.
Okay, so as the contestant, you begin.
So probably the most known is Superman. Or one of the most known.
I'm going to say Batman.
Yeah. Let's see. Spider-Man.
Welcome to Juggernaut. How about Wonder Woman?
Yep. Amazonian Princess Warrior. Green Lantern.
That's a mouthful.
That's what she's named.
Oh, okay, good to know.
What she's known, her name in the universe is Wonder Woman, but that's who she is. She's an Amazonian woman who has these special powers.
Okay. Thanks so much for coming, Juggernaut. I appreciate you. Okay, so we go back to Amanda for her answer.
Let's see. Iron Man.
Okay, Ant-Man?
Yep.
Is that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
bye, Lisa.
Let's see. Hulk.
Is there a Green Lantern?
I already said that.
Oh, well, I've got an accidental duplication. So Amanda Hurst wins. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Everybody in the chat, congratulate Amanda. Now I know where I had that idea. It's because I was listening to her. Okay. So let's go back for the third round of Amanda. What is your third round?
Well, something else that happens to be in front of me is I give a lot of things that kids do outdoors in the summer or springtime. So we'll do activities that kids do in the summer and springtime outside.
Okay, you go first.
Blow bubbles.
I'm gonna say hopscotch.
Yep. Fly a kite.
Jump rope.
Water balloons.
Run through a sprinkler.
Jump on the trampoline.
Swim.
Fish.
Badminton.
Go to the lake.
Croquet.
So, of course, I always have stories when I do this. So,
well, go ahead and tell us a story. We love the stories behind your answers.
So, there's a really it's kind of funny and kind of not, depending on who you were in the situation. So we
As
had a
long as
croquet set.
it is G-rated, you are good
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah, it's not. But so we had a croquet set when I was little, and
Fun.
we were playing with it, and I didn't know my brother was standing behind me, and so I put the
Uh-huh.
croquet mallet over my shoulder and hit him in the head with it. He thought
Oh,
I did it on purpose. I didn't. I didn't know he was behind me. That is
and did
forever
he
a
end up
story.
with a
I ever
black
see a
eye?
croquet set in a store and I start laughing.
Well, did he end up with a black eye, and did he have to go to
No,
school and tell everybody, "My sister gave me this black eye, and it was
no,
from a croquet set"?
no, it just hit him on the top of the head. It's just croquet
Well,
mallets
that's
are
just embarrassing.
are pretty heavy.
Okay. Well,
So
I'm going to say play hide and go seek.
oh yeah. I worked at a uh, um, group home. They loved playing hide and seek. Swing on a swing set. That was always my favorite.
How about play patty cake?
Yeah. Ride your bike.
Ride horses.
Draw with chalk on the ground.
How about double dutch?
Yeah. That was one I never learned.
Me
Tried but
neither.
couldn't. Play basketball.
Kickball.
Go to the water park.
Miniature golf.
So it's a thing that happens in the summer, but go and see the fireworks on 4th of July.
Fun. How about t-ball?
I don't know if we said it, but baseball.
Okay. How about planting a few little seedlings in the yard?
Building a birdhouse.
How about playing catch?
Oh, using squirt guns. Those are fun.
How about playing a sandbox?
Another story.
Well, go ahead and tell us. We love your stories, don't we, everybody in the
So,
audience?
when I was in elementary school, I had broke my left wrist,
Oh, no.
and so had to have a cast on it. It was through the summer, and we were doing stuff with the house and had gotten this pile of sand. And so, of course, I played in the sand. And because they replaced the cast like 3 or 4 times, and they sawed it off one of the times, and all this sand just starts pouring out of it onto the floor.
Oh,
They weren't even phased by it. It's like you can't imagine the things that these people probably see that come out of these kids' casts. It was basically
probably.
a sandbox on the floor by the end when they were done.
Oh, that's
Like, well,
hilarious.
what do you expect her to do?
Okay, so we go back to Amanda for her next answer.
Let's see. Um,
And this is Amanda's third round. So if you'd like to be the contestant after Amanda, start thinking about clicking the link and start thinking about your categories.
So something some kids do as a science experiment. They fry an egg on the sidewalk.
That's true. And I've also seen a similar experiment where they drop Mentos into some Diet Cola
Mm-hmm.
and it erupts.
One of my favorite summer things that we always did was you get the watermelon with the seeds in it, and then you stand out on the porch and spit the black seeds out over the porch. We
Okay,
always did that.
well, what we would do is enjoy a popsicle.
Mm-hmm. And you can go through a box of Otter Pops in no time. Let's see. Kind of the same, but go to an amusement park.
Okay, this is not a big sport around here, but I think over on the East Coast, it's very popular, is something called cornhole.
Yep.
Are you familiar with cornhole?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Horseshoes. Playing horseshoes.
Great answer. Well, something we do down in the bayou, as wet and sloppy as it is kids will make what's called mud pies.
Mm-hmm. I made those too. It was just in a different time of year. It was in our winter. But too dry to do it in the summer. Let's see. Go on vacation to somewhere cooler. We did that a lot.
Okay. Let's play a game. Red. Oh no. I was buffering during my answer. Answer was Red Rover.
Oh, yep.
Red Rover, send Amanda right over.
Yep. I remember that game. Playing soccer.
How about red light, green light?
Yeah. Not the funnest thing in the world, but dodgeball.
True. Also not fun and not safe, but climb a tree.
Oh, yeah. I don't know there's a kid in the world that hasn't done that, though. um, so something we did in the summer because my family and I, I was in elementary school when we did it, but during the summer we started building a house and painting the house.
Well, I'm going to up that and say build and paint a tree house.
Mm-hmm. Go on a hike.
I'm going to say teeter on a seesaw.
You could put up a tire swing.
Great answer. I'm going to say catch fireflies.
Something I always wanted to do, but we don't have them. I always
I
saw it in the movies that
never knew
they
what
have
a
these
was
jars of
until I went
fireflies.
to Well, I was going to say, here's my little story that I never knew what a firefly was growing up. And then when I went to college in Texas, the week before college was out, I saw my very first one. And then once I
Mm.
graduated and I lived in Texas full time, I realized that at dusk, there are like 3 or 4 months of the year where you will see them every day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But there's none in Louisiana Bayou.
So Princess and the Frog was wrong then.
Yes, correct.
That's the main thing I remember from it is the old Bayou frog that thought that the star in the sky was his wife.
Well, let me ask Danielle Barnes. Danielle Barnes is also in Louisiana, but she's up in the tip top, where Louisiana meets Texas and Arkansas. Way up where you are, Danielle, are there fireflies? Are you far enough north? Because there may be the very tip top of Louisiana that has fireflies. It may just be this far south, where we're basically falling into the Gulf of Mexico. So, curious, we're talking about it now. And then we go back to Amanda for her answer. Oh, look at Amanda's cutie pie cat and that adorable pink nose. That little nose just warms my heart.
She has to make her weekly appearance.
Now, Danielle says in her part of Louisiana that they have fireflies.
Huh. Mm.
So it must be
Well,
as you go further north, they eventually get to them.
yeah.
Down here, it's just mosquitoes, and more mosquitoes.
They just get bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah.
Well, and likewise, we get bigger lizards too in order to eat them because the lizards stay fully fed, not to mention the gators. So, but at least the gators are good food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we go back to Amanda for her next answer.
I think it's also probably not super safe, but you build your own homemade water slide down a hill.
Okay. The down the hill part's what scared me because I was imagining it being just level, but
No.
and I was going to say slip and slide, but that would have been a duplication because it's just too similar.
No, I've got plenty of hills over here in California, so.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Okay, let's see. I'm going to say, I need to ask the audience. So, audience, I want you to flood the chat with fun spring and summertime activities for kids. So, what activities for spring and summer for kids have we not said yet? I'm sure y'all are thinking of some great answers. So, let's see what we have missed. Can't wait to see what y'all are dying to suggest. I'll pick one of your answers as my own. Tim, I'm not sure what that is or how it's a summer activity. But I may end up getting brave and going with it. Let's see what other answers I have to pick from. I did already say kickball, and I'm a little afraid that that might be the same as my kickball. Anybody else? Anybody? Well, I guess I'm going to go out on a limb then. Oh, Gail, that's a great answer. Oh, welcome, Gail. I don't know that I've seen you before. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going with Gail's answer of Frisbee. Super fun.
So it depends on, I guess, the age you determine a child to be, but something that I know has become a really big sport is Frisbee golf or disc golf.
Okay. I'm going to say Paper airplanes.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, welcome, Gail. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you give the channel a thumbs up, pretty please.
I'll combine two things that we've said that I always did in the summer when we didn't have a pool was jumping on the trampoline with the sprinkler going.
Okay. Something I think was very popular in the 1980s was called a hacky sack. Have you heard of a hacky sack?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Skateboarding.
Roller skating.
Beach volleyball.
Roller blading, because roller blading is different than roller skating.
Yeah. The roller skating, you have like the four wheels. Roller
Right.
blading is one line of wheels. Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's see. Trying to think of all the things we did in the summer.
I'm sitting here trying to do the same thing.
Well, now a lot of kids do it, and I guess they do it all year round, but especially on their summer break is play video games.
Oh, of course. I'm going to say hula hooping.
Oh, yes.
Because there was never room in the house. My mother always said, you take that outside. Go into the backyard for the hula hoop. Because you're going to be knocking into the lamps and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. And something that I loved it, and I had like a fancy one, is called a skip it. You put it on one leg, and then you have to skip on your other leg around it as it goes around in circles.
Okay, well, you gave me an idea for something else. I say paddle ball, where you have to hit the ball with a little paddle and you count the number of times you can connect in a row.
Oh, paddle ball. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The little
ball.
Almost like tennis racket, and it's got a string with a ball on it. And yeah.
That is exactly it.
Yeah. That was something your mom wouldn't let you do inside either. You're gonna break something.
Right. It was a front porch or backyard activity.
Yeah. Let's see. You could make a rocket and shoot it into the air.
Okay. I can remember sitting on the porch with a Rubik's Cube.
Mm-hmm. The only way I solved them was prying it apart and then putting it back together.
Oh no.
My brother could solve them. I couldn't. I'd take a butter knife and pop it apart and then put it back together. Let's see. Well, if it's too hot, you may just stay inside and watch TV.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to say skipping.
No, I don't live on near Drag Race strip. That's just a person that's tearing down the road, my main road that I live on.
Okay.
Let's see.
And you still have your Ask the Audience?
Well, if you're old enough, you could get a summer job.
Good idea. Well, we could say the summer reading program.
I remember those. I did those. These are usually a summer camp.
Okay. Did we say patty cake yet?
I believe so.
Okay, well then I accidentally lost with a duplication. So you know what that means for Amanda. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! So Amanda wins 3-0. And as usual, she was a great contestant, thought of excellent categories, and was super fun. Thank you ever so much for competing yet again on Battle with Belle. We very much
Yep.
appreciate having you on, and we hope that you will come back on in the future.
I'll still be watching and wrapping my Easter stuff.
Well, good. If you get bored, you can always come back later in the show for a second round. But thank you ever so much. Mons, if you will drop the link so that we can look for our next contestant in the chat. Who is brave enough to battle with Belle? Also want to welcome Stats to the audience. Stats had the same idea I had about paper airplanes, but I don't believe Stats heard me say that. Maybe Stats wants to play. Maybe Deb wants to play. So maybe some of my mods want to play. So we've still got time for a couple more rounds. We've had some great topics tonight. If you've tuned in late, I hope y'all go back and watch Tracy TNT take me by storm at the beginning of the program. She was so savvy and had some great topics. One of her categories was even a word category. So fitting to have a word category for a word game. Well, Danielle Barnes is dropping the link. Let's see who wants to play. Hopefully, y'all will click the thumbs up to let YouTube know you approve of my channel and you approve of the show so that they will help share me out. If you're not already subscribed, please, oh please. I have gotten up to 1,000, but y'all know we lose a few every night, so I will probably drop back down under 1,000. So I can definitely still use a few more subscribers. And in the way of announcements, I've got a poll going on my YouTube community page about the next pop-up auction. And I hope that y'all will tune in for my auctions on Saturday and Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if y'all don't have a hot date, let me be your date. Tune in for the auctions and you will see the variety of items I have at amazing prices, which is called Bargains by Belle. So, back to the game. Let's see who wants to be the next brave competitor to click the StreamYards link. You are more than welcome to use your avatar if you want to. So, I think I know almost everybody in the chat. So, we don't necessarily need to see your face if you would like to keep that private. So, who still wants to play tonight? I can certainly use the watch hours, even though I'm now at 1,000. To get monetized, I've got to get 4,000 watch hours. And I've got to tell y'all, I'm at like 2,200, somewhere in there. So if we could play for a little bit longer because I get a few more contestants, that would really help me out, y'all. So, who would do me the favor, and yes, it is a favor, and I'm very grateful, of clicking the StreamYards link and playing a game of Last Word with me? Remember, you get to pick the categories. So, you can pick categories in which you are the expert, and a lot of times I won't know squat. And yes, if you haven't seen my previous video about Southern words or phrases, squat is a number in the South. not just something your trainer or gym teacher yells at you. Okay, so who wants to play last word? Any of my mods can play as well, because we've given time to our prepared guests. We've given time to people in the chat. So if any of my mods were waiting to play because you knew that the booked guests come first and then the people in the chat come second, y'all are welcome to play. And if you're watching, but you're not brave enough to play tonight, or maybe you've got other things going on in the background, you can let me know you want to play next week. We can get you booked. We can send you the rules and the procedure, as well as some old episodes so that you can see how it's done. And then we can shout you out on the community page, and you can let everybody know that you're going to be here. So, who wants to? I know some of y'all are just sitting out there thinking of great topics. Last week, we even had one brave mod that came on the show and picked topics from the audience, which was super brave. Nobody had ever done that before. Anybody else? I hate to end the show so soon, but if we don't have any other contestants, so if you're sitting there debating, should I play? Should I try? Is this the right category? You might as well go on and give it a try. Anybody? If this were an auction, I'd be saying going once, going twice, fair warning. I almost started to say that, and then I thought, wait, this isn't an auction. I'm not quite sure what you say in a game show. Well, if there's no further interest, we can end this. I hate to end it so soon, but we had a great show tonight. Some great players, great topics. I hope that you all will join me both Saturday night and Sunday night for my live auction, Bargains by Belle. Monday for Heart to Heart with Belle, where you can share your heartbreaks and hurts and pains, where you can vent or cry or give bad news or ask for help, where you don't have to put on a happy face. You can just come as you are, and we will support and encourage and comfort you as best we can. And then we'll do this whole Battle with Belle thing again on Thursday. And we may even have a fun pop-up depending on how the results of the poll goes. So if there's nobody else interested in playing, I will say, laissez bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul. Roll on and on and on. May God richly bless you. Good night and goodbye.